So last night I had a pretty active sports night. Got 2 NBA games. You had this Thursday night football game, Tampa and Buffalo. I was engaged in both. It's kind of cool to have a wife also too, who's actually into sports now, especially. And she was like, "Okay, turn on the Bucs and Sixers game. Okay, now put back on the Bucs and Bills game." And we were watching. We put on the football game actually at the third quarter on the main TV, and Buffalo seemed to be humming and running away with the game. And then all of a sudden, like, they just stopped playing. Just stop playing. Like, okay, we have the game 1 of 14. And by the way, I had Buffalo. Well, I didn't bet the game, but on my EJ vs. Degenerates Wednesday podcast, where I do my picks with the Degenerate himself, I had Buffalo covering 9.5 points. They didn't do that last night. In fact, Tampa had a chance to win that game at late. Tampa was a Hail Mary away from winning that game. And I don't know how I feel about the Bills now. Still, coming out of this win, it's a big win because they need the win. I said it was a must win going into it, and I still stand by that because, even though they probably are still a playoff team, even with the loss last night, you don't want to lose ground in the division with Miami. You don't want to lose ground if you still have the plans of trying to be a top 2 or 3 seed in the AFC, which home field advantage is going to be a major deal. You kind of want to keep the pace. You kind of want to hang tight. You don't want to pull behind KC too hard, especially when you play the KC. I think they play KC later in the year. So this is a big win for the Bills. It was a must win, and I stand by that. Absolutely stand by that. But I don't know if I feel any better about the Bills moving forward. Like, their title window is, I guess, open for another year or two. I like Josh Allen a lot. I think Josh Allen is one of the most talented quarterbacks in football. I think Patrick Mahomes, there's an argument made that he's the most talented quarterback in football. I think as long as he's your quarterback, you have a chance to win games and get as far as the conference championship, maybe the Super Bowl. So I like that. I just don't know how I feel about the Bills team going forward. Like this year, like, is this team a championship contender? Like, yeah, I guess, but because they have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but no. I mean, you still got issues with a defense that's torn up now in injuries. I think right now, if I'm sitting, look, I know they beat Miami a couple weeks ago, but gun to my head, if you ask who's a better team right now, I probably select Miami. KC's better right now. Baltimore's better right now. I still think Cincinnati's better than them right now, even at 3-3. And there's arguments to be made that other teams in the AFC could be right there on par. So that's why I'm confused now. It's like this Bills team is so freaking, they're so wonky. Like 1 minute, like they look like the best team in football for 3 weeks. The next thing you know, they look like one of the middling teams in the entire league. I don't get it. And yes, the injuries played a part of that. And and most of that game yesterday, they had control of that game, and then the fourth quarter just kind of got the gas. And like, Tampa's not good. Let's be real. Tampa was 3-1 at one point in the year, but come on, man, they lost 3 in a row since then. They're not good. Come on. So I don't know if I feel better about the Bills now. After last night, like, they needed the win. That's clear. They need that win. It's a must win. I said that. I made it clear. I got laughed about that, but I don't care. It's a must win. But I don't know, man. I feel, honestly, just as confused with the Bills going into last night as I was leading out last night. And to me, that's not a good place to be.